Back at it once again. It's your man, Boss Gang VIP, with the weekly Money Watch. Last week was absolutely fantastic. We saw SPY move off the lows and start to push higher. We're not quite at the all-time highs, but there were some discount opportunities. This is a big week coming up in the stock market. We have lots of earnings and we have some interest rate decisions. I'll keep you guys up to date on everything that's happening in the market next week. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe. You're here for a reason. And without taking up too much of your time, I know why you're here. As always, we're going to start off, as we always do, with taking a look at the public new money stock portfolio. We actually added to our positions last week. We actually got some discounts. We bought more shares, and the shares are doing exactly what we thought that they would do. We're going to continue to do this, and we're going to continue to move forward in a positive way. If you know anybody who's interested in investing in stocks, especially somebody young, definitely refer them to the channel so we can get them started on the right path. Coming up this week, economic calendar. No event scheduled for Monday. As we always say, no news is April 30th. Employment cost index, S&P home prices, consumer confidence. Wednesday, ADP unemployment, job openings. The thing that people are going to be looking for is Wednesday, the first of the month. It's the first of the month. If you know, you know. Construction spending, job openings. The important thing is the FOMC rate decision and the Fed Chair Powell press conference. At the moment, you start to see some sideways actions. Just understand, SPY may go up, SPY may go down, but there's a lot going on that could impact that. Thursday, initial jobless claims, trade deficit, factory orders. Friday, U.S. unemployment report, U.S. unemployment rate. If you've been following the market or you're familiar with how the market works, these are things that people are going to pay attention to. Overall, I'm bullish on the market. These are going to be talking points, and I don't think it's going to actually change the direction of the market and the way it's going to go. Getting into Almanac for this week, Monday the 29th, bullish. I think all the futures are going to start up. We're going to see if they hold. Thursday, last day of the month, is actually historically bearish, and the first day of the month is actually bullish overall. First trading day in May, the S&P has been up 18 of the last 26 trading sessions, and we have the FOMC meetings for two days. Thursday, somewhat bullish. Friday, overall bearish, but we shall see. Again, this is always going to come down to the way you're positioned and making sure you're where the money resides. Let's get into some of the things happening this week. Earnings. Monday, BBVA, Well Tower, Mister, a lot of crypto over there. Some things I'm looking forward to. Let's see, check this out. I can sort this by the time for Monday. Pre-market. There. Oh, sorry, there's your night. Here we go. BBVA, ON Semiconductors, Domino's Pizzas. I'm interested in SoFi, definitely. So there's a lot of things. JKS, a lot of small caps. The overall market is expected to really be dependent on these earnings reports, right? But we shall see. We saw Meta beat earnings and get dropped. We saw Netflix kill earnings, but because of the guidance they gave, they got a discount on the stock. The stock is absolutely going to go, but there were some discounts. And then going on to Tuesday, we have Amazon, Coke, AMD, McDonald's, Starbucks. And if you guys are interested in checking these out, this is NASDAQ.com/market activity and earnings. The other one I'm going to be looking at is PayPal. That should be very, very interesting. So we got PayPal the day after SoFi. So there's going to be a lot going on in the market, and we're going to be prepared no matter what happens. Let's get into the plays that I'm looking at for this week. I'm going to keep this one pretty simple. I'm looking for Palantir. Call it Palantonio Brown, Palantir. This has been very, very strong. One of my favorite stocks overall. I like the leadership. let's get into what the chart looks like and what the entries are. So we're looking for entries over $22.67. So that is a 212 week above $22.67. And we want to see if we can get this to push back toward the highs. If this thing gets to going, there's a lot of room. We can get up to close to about $80. How long will that take? It's just a matter of time with stocks, right? So, I'm not really sure how long it'll take, but if you're a shareholder or somebody who's invested in shares, these are the next upcoming targets I'm going to be looking for, and I wouldn't do anything but buy up until that point. And we actually have earnings on the 6th, and that is 4 p.m. Central. If you paid attention to the last couple times, Palantir has earnings. They've done really, really well. They are definitely turning a profit at this point. The next ticker I'm going to be looking at is DVN. Oil's been very, very strong. We look at the macros. There's a ton of room to go on these. Looks like we're pushing straight up. We had some corrective activity, and then we finished the week strong. So I'm looking to see if we can push back up and get over these highs, make some new recent highs. So overall macro, there's a ton of room to go. Oil companies are very, very profitable. I believe as long as oil futures stay above $75 or $80, the oil companies are making money. So Divine Energy, DVN, we're going to be looking for entries on this one. Let me get you the levels. We're looking for a 2-2 week above $52.89. As you can see, the sky's the limit here. There's no telling. Again, if we're trading options, it's going to be something short term. We're going to look for short term targets, and I have ways to determine that. And if you are just a shareholder looking to buy and hold, there's a lot of room to go as well on these stocks. Just some information. Let's see. We're going to be looking at earnings on the 1st aftermarket. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for the conference call. And the last one, MRO, pretty clean. Going to look for an entry above $27.94 here. A lot of room to go. MRO, one of my favorite stocks, Marathon. So we're looking for a 2-2 week above $27.94. Again, a lot of these oil tickers look like they're been pushing up, has some corrective activity and been consolidating on the higher time frames. On the macros, they are paying out a dividend of 11 cents on 5/14, and earnings are on the 1st, April 1st, and the conference call is at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So got you all caught up on this week. Let me know, what are you looking forward to in the market this week? I'm looking forward to these earnings, and I'm looking forward to these plays doing exactly what we need them to do. As always, if you have questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. With that being said, I'm looking forward to having an absolutely wonderful week, and I hope you are as well. Everybody be blessed. I'm out. Boss Gang VIP. You guys have a good one. Peace.